Thank you for joining another session of Forex Trading analysis with Olamide Olayemi. So thank you for joining another session and then coming online. Yeah, I know you are very busy, but for those that have the time, it's a big plus to you. It shows that you really want to learn. All right, so I'm going to do a little recap of what we do here. The main purpose of this platform is to dish out daily trading signals across 30 forex trading currency pairs. And then I would like to inform you that apart from the signals, we also take the training and also teach on the training why those signals have been taken, because I used to say it's very good for you to understand why you are taking a trade. So for instance, someone gives you a food or something to eat, it's always good for you to ask, how did you come about this food, rather than just eating it. So if it's something that looks delicious to you, then it's much more better for you to learn how to cook it rather than just keep taking it, because a day might come whereby the person will not be available to give you that food again across that plate. So but if you've known how to cook it yourself, then you can start doing it with little or less assistance from the person. All right, so that's just the reason why I usually take the training sometime, to ensure that people understand why we are doing it and not just keep looking for how to just get signals alone. All right, so for tonight, I'm also going to be taking you something shortly. It's going to be for about 10 minutes, and then we might look at one or other things before closing for the day. All right, so sorry, I also want to let you know that we checked all the currency pair, and then we did not find anyone suitable to be traded. Likewise, just like yesterday. So, and I used to say this happens, but when you check across trades and then you don't find profitable trades, you cannot force yourself. The only thing you end up doing is you have to bend your strategy and just trade because you want to trade. And then there is high probability of you losing the trade because you are not keeping to your rules and regulation. So you only trade when you see trades that meet your terms and conditions, which is what we call the strategy. So when you see such trade, then you trade. All right, so I'm going to be explaining something very important, and then I hope some people will catch a very juicy part of it, which is what is called the trailing stop. The trailing stop is a good system that can help a lot of what cut out of unnecessary loss when we have been profiting. So it's not really good when you have been profiting and then you end up losing what you have profited. So it's much more painful. So, but also everything that has an advantage also have some, or might have a disadvantage. All right, so but we'll look at it across. So just come with me as I take you through this short episode. So it won't take so much. So but before we start, I will want us to check our terms and conditions, which is the disclaimer. All right, so this material is provided as a general marketing and trading communication for information purposes only and does not constitute an independent investment research. All information provided is gathered from reputable sources, and any information containing an indication of past performance is not a guarantee of future performances. Viewers acknowledge that any investment in leverage product is characterized by a certain degree of uncertainty, and that any investment of this nature involves high risk for which the viewers are solely responsible and liable. We assume no liability for any loss arising from any such Risk warning. Trading forex may not be suitable for all investors as they carry a high degree of risk to your capital. So I just want you to know that. All right, so want to look at something interesting tonight, which is what we call the trailing stop. So what is a trailing stop? What is a trailing stop? If I might ask the question, what is a trailing stop? This training will end in few minutes, so you need to catch up with me. A trailing stop is an automatic stop loss system. I'll just say it in that small term. It's an automatic stop loss order in forex trading. What is a stop loss? That's now what we want to look at. So a stop loss is an order that you place to secure your capital when the trade is going against you. What do I mean by that? For instance, you have $1,000 in your account, and then you placed an order, a buy order, and then at the end of the day, it's not going, the bulls is not pushing the market, and then the price is not increasing, and then you end up losing money. So a stop loss is where you put your where you say, okay, if I lose up to this, I do not want to lose more than this. I want to get out of the market and then keep my balance till another trade or another profitable trade is available. So that is a stop loss. So, but a trailing stop is different from a stop loss, and is much more efficient than a stop loss to some extent. So it's an automatic stop loss. What do I mean by automatic stop loss? It keeps changing as the market moves. So as the market moves up in your favor or moves down in your favor, the price that you have ordered to exit the market keep changing. I'm going to explain what I mean by this. So just be calm and then try to understand what it's all about. For instance, now, don't worry, I'm going to do it on this note, and I'm also going to show you in an account as well. So in a trading account, so you can understand as well. So for instance, now, if you entered a trade, let's say Euro USD, and then you enter the trade at a particular amount. Let's say, for instance, you enter the trade at this very point where my cursor is, this point is. So you enter the trade at this place. So, and then you entered or you ordered a buy trade. It's a buy trade that you ordered. So Euro USD buy trade. So your aim is the price is going to keep moving up in the course of the day. So not whether you're using a daily time frame or hourly time frame or weekly time frame. So it still works for every time frame. So you have entered the trade, and then your expectation, because it was a buy trade that you took, so your expectation is that the price is going to keep increasing, and then you're going to be profitable. So, and then it's not going that way, or it went that way for some time, and then the price started dropping. Don't forget that you do not have 100% control of what happens in the market. You only have, based on your strategy, you only have to some level of percentage. Okay, I'm sure this trade is going to go up, but uncertainty can happen at any time. So if, for instance, you set your stop loss to, let's say, 50, let's say you set it to, let's say, 10 pips below. So it means that if the trade ever goes 100 points against you in price, then it should close the trade on your behalf. What of if the trade started moving up, the price was increasing, and then you were in profit, and then you were still in profit, but you had already set your take profit to a height that the price never got to. For instance, you were in profit to this level and then it dropped a while, then it started being in profit again. You were in profit, but you thought that the market was going to continue going up, and then the price started dropping, and then let's say that was in the middle of the night when you had already slept. So, and then it comes back to this level at which you enter the trade, and it goes below your entry price, and then you started losing. Don't forget what has just happened. You were earlier in profit, but there was a change in the market between the, let's say, the two currency involved. Let's say their central bank had some issues, or let's say the price of oil in a specific country changed, just like what happened in Europe, just like what happened in UK, whereby the price of oil changed of recent, and then it got to an height that has never been before. So if you look at what happened between euro and GBP today, you will know that there was a spike. You understand? The euro went, the bulls pushed it against the British pounds because of the issue that the British pound was having in the country because of the oil. So uncertainty can happen, and then what is going to happen to you when such happens? So you need to be very careful. So you had been gaining, and then you started losing, and then it went below your entry price. So you end up losing all what you have gained in the course of the day, and then it hits your stop loss. So what happens? You have lost the trade. Then what will come to your mind as human being will be, if I had known, I should have placed a shorter stop take profit, or I should have been sitting in the market and then watch the trade throughout the day, which is not really possible because you are not a robot, and then you don't really want to trade using robots and bots. Yeah, so a trailing stop helps in this way. What does it do? For instance, if we enter the trade here, and then you set your stop loss to, let's say, to be the same thing as your stop loss to this place. So this is where your stop loss is. Then what you need to do, if you set something called a trailing stop, and then you set it to, let's say, to this level. This level means fixed trailing. This is your fixed trailing stop distance. Let's say you set it to 10 pips. What does that mean? It means that the trade can, when the trade goes 100 in my favor, it should move my fixed trade stop loss to what? To the figure below the 100. For instance, what does that mean? If this moves to this place, there's nothing that will happen. But if I started making profit here and then the trade gets to this place, if peradventure this place between this to this place is 100, it means that it will automatically change your stop loss from here to this place, meaning that you have broken even. Your stop loss will now be at 0, or it depends on how fast the market is, or at 1, which means that even if the trade goes against you, you will never go into negative. You will never lose. It's either you are profitable or you break even, which means you don't gain anything, but you don't lose any money. So if the trade continues to go up, your new stop loss, immediately it has got it to 0, it will keep changing. It will keep changing 1, 2, 3, 4. If the price tries to go 100 against you, then it's going to what? Close the trade on your behalf. So for instance, let's look at this trade. This market price, the market price is increasing in your favor. It got to this level and then started decreasing. You know that once it got to this level, your new trailing stop loss has changed to this price. It's no more at this level anymore. It's at this price right now. So you are in profit already. So this is the new trailing stop. So you are at this level. So if the price starts coming down, against you. As long as between this price and this price is still less than 100 points or 10 pips against you, the new stop or loss will just stay at this price. It will not move up or down. It will be waiting to see if the price is going to come and hit this place. If it doesn't hit this price, it doesn't do anything. But peradventure in your favor, it didn't hit this place and it continues up, then your stop loss immediately gets to this level. Your stop loss will start changing and to start rising up again and keep increasing and increase. So you are in profit and in more profit and in more for peradventure. It now gets to this place, and then now you should know that if the price is at this level right now, your stop loss would have changed automatically without you doing anything to this level. This is the stop loss that you are right now, the price at which you are. So if the price goes down and hits this, it will close the trade for you, which means that yes, you did not hit your take profit, but you made some profit and then it did not go back into negative against you. So that is the power of this trailing stop. Price moved down more than the fixed trailing distance, trailing stop trigger. So what it means that if the price moves more than the fixed trailing distance, let's say 100 points, because in trading stop it most of the time it uses points, and then a point, a pip is equivalent to 10 points. That is it. So you should use that calculation to always remember that. So once it hits this plate, it's going to close the trade for you and then record the profit for you. So which means that, so even if this price goes down, I'm going to show you something in a real trading account. So price move up, trading stop follows. Price move down, trading stop doesn't move. That is it. Once this price was coming down, when it was coming down, the price was static, you can see, until it started moving back up and it got to this level. The price started moving back up again. You can see the trading stop changed. So the power of trading stop helps you to keep your capital and then to be safe at the end of the day. I use it almost on every trade, especially if it's a ranging market, especially if it's a trending market, whether that is having a higher high or is having a lower low. So I use it for it compulsorily, so that it's better to get little than to lose after you've gotten some. So that is the information about the trailing stop. All right, I'm going to show you in an account. So, but there's something that a trailing stop needs to use to work, which I'm going to explain in a few minutes. Let me take you to a live account so you can see what I'm saying. Okay, this is a demo account, so don't expect so much from it. So you can see this is the bearish, and then these ones, the ones that are in black, are the bullish trade. So if you look at these, you see that this is the price. We discussed yesterday about the trending and how to draw a trend line, so to know whether the market is in a downward movement or it's in an upward movement. So that was what we discussed. So if you can check online to see the video of yesterday's information, and then you can quickly catch some information there. So this is a chart right now. How do you set a trailing stop or take another? For instance, now I'm going to do a live one here. So for instance, now I want to take this is a trending, is a downward trend. So I'll only be looking for opportunity to sell. Don't forget, this is a demo account right now. I earlier said tonight we did not see a perfect trade to order, so that's why we are not taking a live signal tonight. So but we're only taking trading. So that's why I'm using my demo. So I'm taking a sell trade now. My lot size is 0.01. So if I take a sell trade, if I take a sell order right now, you can see I've entered the trade at this at this position. I've entered the trade at this position. So how do I set my, how you can see the trade is still going against me. It has started going against me. What did I do? I expect the trade to come, the price to drop in my favor. So how do I now set a what do I call a trailing stop system? I've taken the trade right now. If you come to your terminal, it's going to show you the trade that you have just taken, the time you enter the price, and then right now I'm in minus 0.39, so which is the leverage. Don't worry, we also, one of these days we'll also discuss about leverage before we take our signal. All right, so we only have 6 minutes more and then we'll be done for this trading. Okay, so all what you need is highlight this and then right click on it. Then you're going to see something called a trailing stop. All right, so don't forget, we expect, okay, let's first of all take our take profit and stop loss. Let's also take our take profit. Okay, let me say I want my stop loss to be 100. Okay, I want my stop loss to be, let's just put it at, let's say 10 pips. My stop loss to be 10 pips, and then let's say I want my my take profit to be 5 pips. So I have entered both take profit, and then don't forget, if it comes down, it's in my favor. So now this for I do not know whether it's going to get to my take profit, which is this is my take profit. I don't know if it's going to get there. This is my stop loss, is still far off, so I don't know if it's going to get there. So if I say, if I take, for me to do my trailing stop to protect my capital, so all what I need to do is just come here, then select. These options are default. You can say I want it to be 100 points, 100 points, 100 points, or 50 points. Okay, I want it to be, let's say 50 points, and then you select it. So later I write it, it means that you will see that this color has changed right now. So it means that the market is moving. So once I break even, once this point goes back to 0.00, I can never lose. Once the market price drops in my favor, once the bear draws the market and then it gets to 0.00, I cannot lose in this market again. The only thing I can do is I will gain. So my current stop loss will automatically be adjusted to the level of 0.00 or 0.01, depending on how fast or volatile the market is. With this right now, I've broken even. So all what is left for me is profit. So as it keeps going, I'm expecting profit. So peradventure, it keeps going down in my favor. It will be adjusting my stop loss, letting me to have more profit as the time goes by. So if for instance now, so if this is my trailing, my profit will keep increasing and coming down in my favor. So peradventure, if the trade wants to go against me, the price wants to change and go against me, it will lock me out and then keep the profit that I've gotten, and then I close for that trade. So that is the trick behind trailing stop. It helps you once you are able, the price drops to 0.00 in your favor from the leverage that the broker has taken. It takes you away from zero minus to the positive. You cannot lose again in that trade. That is the power of trailing stop. Yes, there's one disadvantage that trailing stop system has, which is if you do not have a if you do not have a computer, you cannot set a trailing stop. A laptop, you cannot set a trailing stop using your phone. It will not work. You can set it using your phone. Secondly, even if you have a laptop and then you set it and you have internet, once you disconnect your internet, your trailing stop working. It will not work again. Likewise, if you shut down your computer, the trailing stop will stop working. So it is being managed by your computer or a remote computer. So that is what manages the trailing stop system for it to continue automatically changing your stop loss. So you need to have a system that is 24/7 connected to the internet and 24/7 up and running. It does not shut down. And then your trading platform is on for 24/7. So if you cannot have that kind of computer, you might not be able to run a trading stop system. But if you are interested in it and then you want it, yeah, we have a server that you can subscribe to, and then the server is online, so it's 24/7 online, and then you can subscribe to it, and then you can have the opportunity of putting your account in it, and then the trading stop will continue working for you. You can connect to it anywhere in the world 24/7, and then do whatever you want to do, set your trade. It's secured without any problem. So you can request for it. Just chat me up. You can see my WhatsApp line. You can chat me up and then request for that trailing stop remote server where you can deploy your trade. Don't forget, your MT4 that you put in a remote server is not where your money is. Nobody can hack your MT4 and then transfer your fund to another one. MT4 or MT5 is an open source system. It's only connecting to your broker, so nobody can take your money by hacking into your MT4 account. It's a waste of their time. So when it comes to security, it's already taken care of. So it's something that nobody wants to do that. So what they want to hack is your let's say your broker account and not your MT4. And then in a remote server or your computer, the only thing you connect to is the MT4, so it's not your broker account. So it's secure. So you can have the opportunity, contact me, and then that can be set up. It comes at a very cheap price, which you see as it's very ridiculous, but it's very cheap, so you'll be able to afford it. It helps you to save your money, and then helps you to go to bed at rest, and then sleep without any fear of the unknown. All right, so that will be all for tonight. So we didn't have any trade to take tonight as well. Last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we were able to take trades throughout, but this week we've not been able to take any trade because of the market movement. It's not stable, so we expect to be able to get trade tomorrow. Even I myself, I long to trade every day, but I don't force it. All right, so please, if you are joining, if you're watching the video, you can like it. If you like if the video or if the training has been informative, you can like it. And also don't forget to subscribe and then click on the notification, so that immediately it's 10 p.m. or we are going live, you'll be able to get a notification, and then you can join from anywhere. So that will be all for tonight. Thank you for joining, and then we hope that you have a lovely night rest, or anytime that you are right now in the world. So enjoy the rest of your day.